Good morning. It is Monday, day 13. Starting to head towards Banff. A little chilly this morning. 46 degrees. Got some places to visit that I didn't get a chance to visit yesterday. So I'm looking forward to today. There are thunderstorms forecast north of me towards Jasper. But the weather report for Banff is good. Sunny, so I'm hoping that's the case. Nice quiet camp last night. The only thing I could hear was the sound of the river. Little lookout here. Waters of the Whirlpool and Athabasca rivers join on their journey to the Arctic Ocean. For thousands of years, this meeting of the waters is an important landmark for travelers heading across the mountains. I'm on 93A south still. It's a little bypassing road off of 93. When it meets 93, I think that's where the Athabasca Falls are. I talked to the ranger yesterday. He said it was only a couple-minute walk from the parking lot to see the falls, so that's my first planned stop today. That is just a magnificent view. Six tour buses were pulling on when I came in. This place is just crawling with visitors. That was Athabasca Falls. Now I'm headed further south, 257 kilometers to Banff. Goats and glaciers. Don't see any goats right at the moment, but there's a couple glaciers up there. Sunwapta Falls. .1 kilometers. You can hear it already. That can't be that far. You can see it already. My motorcycle says 40,785, and that means that I just passed my 75,000 mile on a motorcycle between the last two that I own and this one. 75,000 miles. Still up here in Banff. It's been a great 22 years of riding. It's been a great 75,000 miles. I've met a lot of nice people, seen a lot of interesting things. Gone through my share of rain and cold, but also glorious sunshine and beautiful days like I've had the last few here in Banff. It's been a wonderful experience. Absolutely wonderful experience. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I still have about 3,000 miles to get back home, at least. So, God willing, I'll be somewhere in the 78,000 miles by the time I get there, but who knows. But anyway, it seemed like a benchmark. Thought I would record my thoughts. 207 kilometers to go to Banff. But first it's Lake Louise, and I'm going to head just a little further west. Visit, hopefully, British Columbia. the 10th of 10 provinces in Canada. That is Mushroom Peak, 3,200 meters. Nice, look at this thing. That is just huge. You don't ride on this trip at the elevations that you do in the U.S. Rockies. You're more in the valley floor. It's quite a riverbed. There's a scenic lookout here, which if I remember from yesterday, I was not allowed to turn left going north onto this, but should be able to make a right into it. So we'll take a stop and see what there is to see. This is the Stutfield Scenic Lookout. That's not the glacier I saw yesterday. This must be another one. Or maybe it's part of the one that's over to my left. Stutfield Scenic Lookout. Columbia Icefield. Still in Jasper National Park. Well, it's a completely different view from yesterday. There's the visitor center I was yesterday. Just left Jasper and back into Banff National Park. 181 kilometers to go to Banff, the town. Thought I got a few stops before then. My campground tonight is going to be really close to the town. And my bike is due for an oil change. So once I get close to the town and reestablish cell contact, which you don't have on this road, by the way, for the most part. I'm going to call and see if I can arrange for someplace over in Calgary tomorrow to change my oil quickly. Look at that rock face, holy cow. That is pretty intimidating. I don't think I was allowed to turn off here yesterday, coming in the opposite direction. I'm pretty sure I would remember this. Here somewhere is Weeping Wall. I thought I passed yesterday. Yeah, it's got to be it. Definitely water coming down. Alright, there's a pull off here. I think that's Weeping Wall. A couple of small waterfalls coming down. Howse Pass. I don't think I stopped here before. Very pretty. So I still have 48 minutes to go to Lake Louise. I think that's where the turnoff is to go over into British Columbia for half an hour, 45 minutes of riding to that other waterfall. Wow. That's a good view, huh? Those trees are definitely changing color. I didn't see this coming north because I was facing in the wrong direction. Whole new perspective coming south. I am on on the Trans-Canada Highway 1. Got off of 93, headed west. And I am about ready to enter British Columbia. So British Columbia is going to be number 10. Yoho National Park boundary is coming up. So I guess I'm still in Banff, and then I'm going to go into Yoho. There we go! Yoho National Park. Welcome to British Columbia. Province number 10. That's crazy. That's crazy big. So this is the third contiguous national park that I've been in the last few days. Banff, Jasper, Yoho. That is Mount Victoria, 3,464 meters tall. That is Cathedral Mountain, 3,189 meters tall. Takakkaw Falls. And the Yoho Valley Road. 13 kilometers to the falls. Lost a lot of altitude there coming down into the valley. Let's see what this says. Trailers are not permitted beyond this point. It means it's going to be a little bit of a challenging road. I'm still climbing. 9 kilometers to go. The road's been pretty easy so far. The river over here, almost white, that's running. Look at that, the sediment in it. See a switchback coming up here on my GPS. Bring it down a gear. Alright, now I made it past it. Little white knuckle there. The bike's doing a super job though. I just put it in first gear and it's like a tractor going uphill. It's got so much torque. So I just kept the speed low, the RPMs fairly low and the speed low on, and she rode right up the hill. Still have 5.4 kilometers to go. Should probably have looked at my fuel before I went up here. I think I'm alright, but I'd rather have a fuller tank than what I've got. I've only got it showing half a tank, 83 miles. Hopefully that's enough to get me back to the lake and to Banff. Another switchback is coming up, but it doesn't look nearly as severe as the first set that I passed. These are very gradual switchbacks. Well, there's the falls. See if I can get a view here through the woods. Wow, pretty spectacular. Close as I'm going to get to it. I'm headed... Wow. How'd that bus get past that hairpin? I don't know. I'm headed back to 1. Got 10 kilometers. I'm in second gear. They're stopping on the turns. Doesn't help. I am going to be a leg hopper on that one. Definitely going to be a leg hopper on this one. I'm just not going fast enough to maintain a good lean angle. Yes, indeed. Alright, I'm safely through it. That's all that counts for me. So I've got 29 kilometers to go, 21 minutes to Lake Louise, and I think that's going to be my last stop. It's almost 3 o'clock. I'm going to do Lake Louise and go into Banff. Shooting into the sun a little bit, but it's still a magnificent view. So I'm back in Alberta. Said goodbye to British Columbia. Was only there for part of an afternoon. Just enough to whet my appetite. Headed to Lake Louise, which is my last stop for the day. This place attracts world visitors. And then the big attractions like Lake Louise, it's like a frenzy. Today was the furthest west I will go on this trip. So yesterday was as far north, today is as far west. So this is day 13. Not quite 2 weeks. Probably take me about the same to get home. I'm gonna miss these views. Here we are into Banff again. Picked up groceries, and now I'm on my way to Tunnel Mountain Village 1. There's Village 2, there's Village 1, the 4 tenters. The people that suffer in the cold, in the rain, without electricity. Tunnel Mountain Village 1. Over here and find out where I'm going. I'm guessing that they have a ranger here. Get the size of this place. G35. I think this is going to be a campground where everybody's kind of jammed together, but I can do with that for one night. It's not too bad.